6 matches, 3 groups wrapped up, and the last 24 hours of World Cup 2026 group stage action delivered everything we could have asked for. Turkey's 98th minute winner over the hosts, Ecuador stunning Germany, Anthony Elanga curling in one of the goals of the tournament, and the Netherlands reminding everyone exactly why they should be taken seriously. Which moment shook you the most? Stick around, because we are covering every single one. Welcome to SoccerVault, your home for World Cup 2026 breakdowns and daily recaps. Here is everything that happened in the past 24 hours, match by match, and a full preview of what is coming up next. Let's start in Los Angeles, Group D's final showdown, and what a match it turned out to be. The USA, already confirmed as group winners before kickoff, sent out a lineup that had fans raising eyebrows, and that decision came back to bite them hard. Austin Trusty got the hosts off to a dream start, heading home from a corner in just the 3rd minute. 1-0, job done, or so it seemed. But Arda Güler, Real Madrid's golden boy, slid in a low, composed finish on 10 minutes to level. Then, Barris Yilmaz doubled down at the 31-minute mark, and suddenly, the Los Angeles stadium was stunned into silence. Christian Pulisic came off the bench for the second half, a welcome return from injury, and Matt Berhalter responded for the USMNT with a ferocious strike from the edge of the box on 49 minutes. 2-2. Drama building. And then, deep into stoppage time, 90 plus 8 minutes, Kaan Ayhan stabbed home from close range. 3-2 Turkey. The Turkish players mobbed each other. Türkiye exit the tournament, but they left with pride, and with the crowd on their feet. The USA progress as Group D winners. They face Bosnia-Herzegovina in the round of 32. But that was not the send-off they wanted. Down the coast in San Francisco, Paraguay and Australia played the kind of match that divides opinion. A goalless draw, with both sides fully aware that a point each was enough to advance. Australia qualified for the round of 32. Paraguay joined them as one of the best third-placed teams. Clean sheets, nerves, and very few highlights. But sometimes that is just football. Now here is the headline of the day. Ecuador, ranked 37th in the world, came from behind to beat Germany 2-1 in New Jersey, and the reverberations were seismic. Leroy Sané put the 4-time champions in front after just 2 minutes. It looked comfortable, it looked routine. But Nielsen Angelo had other ideas, striking an exquisite long-range equalizer on 9 minutes. Direct, confident, and completely unstoppable. The match settled, tension rose, and then on 77 minutes, a Rodriguez header flicked the ball into the path of Plata, who poked it past Manuel Neuer. 2-1 Ecuador. Germany, despite winning their first 2 group games, looked fragile, directionless, and lacking the clinical edge you demand from a team with their history. Ecuador earned that win completely, and we will come back to what this means for Germany in a moment. While the Ecuador drama unfolded in New Jersey, Ivory Coast were quietly booking their place in the knockout stage. A comfortable 2-0 win over Curaçao, who end their debut World Cup without a single win, and the Elephants stride into the last 32 with real momentum. First-time qualifiers. No fear whatsoever. They have been the quiet revelation of Group E. Over in Dallas, Japan and Sweden produced exactly the kind of finale this group stage deserved. Daichi Maeda opened the scoring for Japan, a sublime team move finished with real clinical intent. Sweden refused to let it go. And then Anthony Elanga, 22 years old, controlled the ball on the edge of the area and curled in an absolutely stunning finish into the far corner. 1-1. The draw sends Japan through as Group F runners-up. They face Brazil in the last 32. Sweden advance as one of the best third-place teams. That Elanga goal completely earned them their place in the next round. And wrapping up Group F, the Netherlands confirmed top spot in style. An own goal from Tunisia's Skiri opened the scoring in just 3 minutes. Brian Brobby doubled the lead 4 minutes later, and Jan-Paul van Hecke headed home his first goal of the tournament on 62 minutes. Tunisia pulled one back through mastery midway through the second half, but the Oranje were in full control. 3-1, the final score. Netherlands advanced to face Morocco in the round of 32. Now let's talk about Germany. Because this story needs to be told properly, Germany are through. That is the technical headline. They topped Group E with 6 points and a +7 goal difference. Their earlier dominant wins enough to keep them above the waterline despite today's loss. But if Julian Nagelsmann is watching that Ecuador match back tonight, he should be genuinely worried. His team went 1-0 up inside 2 minutes against the 37th ranked team in the world, and they still lost. Sané had the lead. They let it go. Angulo equalized with a 30-yard thunderbolt. Plata poked the winner past Neuer in the 77th minute. And for long stretches of that second half, Germany had no answers, no shape, no urgency, no plan B. Germany survived on goal difference. That is the only reason they are still in this tournament. And in the knockout round, where there are no group stage safety nets, where one loss ends everything, that fragility is going to be brutally punished by a team with pace, directness, and a striker who believes. Ecuador showed the blueprint. Every round of 32 opponent will now study that tape. Germany are through. Germany should not feel safe. The defending machine is broken, and the whole world knows it. All right, now let's get into what's coming, because the next 24 hours are loaded. First up, 3 in the morning, Singapore time tonight. Norway take on France at Gillette Stadium in Boston. This is the clash of the group stage. Both teams are already through, both sitting on 6 points, and the winner tops Group 1. That matters. It affects the bracket draw and the potential road all the way to the final. Norway's Erling Haaland has been unstoppable at this tournament. 2 goals against Iraq, 2 against Senegal, and a hunger that no defender has been able to contain. France's Kylian Mbappé has been equally brilliant, 4 goals across 2 games, and Les Bleus looking like exactly the tournament favorites everyone expected them to be. This is the match of the group stage. My bold prediction, France win 2-1, my Mbappé scores again, but Haaland gets 1 too. Expect fireworks. Then at 8 in the morning, Singapore time, Uruguay take on Spain in Guadalajara. Group H on the line. Spain are sitting on 4 points and virtually assured of progression, but Uruguay, with just 2 points, need a result or face going home early. La Celeste have the quality to hurt any side, but Spain have been imperious and controlled throughout. Bold call, Uruguay score first, Spain drag it back to 1-1, and Uruguay survive on third-place standings. It will go right down to the wire, and at 11 in the morning, Singapore time, Egypt face Iran, while New Zealand take on Belgium in Group G. 4 teams still fully alive. Belgium need a win to guarantee their place in the knockout rounds. Egypt are in exactly the same boat. Do not sleep on this one, Aoui. It could produce the defining drama of Matchday 3. That is your World Cup 2026 daily recap. 6 results, 3 groups concluded, and a packed schedule of must-watch football ahead. If today was the standard, the knockout rounds are going to be extraordinary. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop your take in the comments. Which result shocked you the most? Turkey's stoppage time winner against the hosts? Ecuador humbling Germany? Or was it Elanga's wonder goal in Dallas? This is SoccerVault, and we are just getting started.